You know what? I'm going to put it behind me because I'm going to see dude, I'm ready to vibe today with McCoachin.
Are you?
Oh, yeah, dude. Look at that guy. Who's not going to want to vibe with that guy?
He is tiny.
But a big personality.
Yeah.
Big shades too.
I
And look, he
love
got
the
the comb over.
No, he's got hair, dude. He's not.
He's got hair, but he's still got the part.
Yeah, he's got the part.
Oh,
Comb
Yeah.
over suggests you're trying to hide baldness.
No. He's got luxurious hair.
He does have luxurious hair.
And
And
he still looks 12, even with a full face of hair.
Yep.
And tiny.
He's got it going on, man. Smiling.
I tell you what,
shouting
though, it is refreshing because I have the utmost respect for guys that can be tough, guys that can work hard, yet still have that personality.
Yep.
A lot of coaches have to remain focused and stay on task, but he seems to do both. And I think that personality will give him 2 more years than maybe Adam Gase wouldn't get. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that. I can't really think of the only other coach that's close to that was maybe Dennis Green, because Dennis Green delegated. So he would never, like, if he had a problem with what you did on the football field, he would go to your position coach and have your position coach take care of it and not necessarily you.
How cool is the staff, too? You got Welker, you got Sam Madison, you got Sertan. Badass, man.
Who's 19?
On the Dolphins. Who is 19 now? Because it used to be Jakeem Grant. I don't know who new 19 is.
Who's 5? Oh, that's what's his name from the Saints and from I forgot his name. What?
Bridgewater?
Bridgewater. Yeah, number 5.
Skylar Thompson.
Skylar?
State.
Oh, he's the quarterback. Yeah.
Skylar?
He is.
Yeah, Skylar.
What the hell?
Skylar, like Skylar Diggins?
Yes.
Yeah. But Skylar, what's his name?
Thompson.
Taylor.
Skylar Thompson.
Thompson. Well, I would say this. Of all the names that you thought could be boy or girl names, that's not one of them.
Skylar.
Right?
Nope.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hit that ID here, Marcos.
The Ticket is the home of every Miami Heat game. WAXY South Miami and WSFS HD2 Miramar, an Odyssey station.
And the headlines here brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford, we know
trucks.
That's right. Do you think like Leroy is going to be like when they question him this is a theft case. Have you ever taken somebody's pre-ordered cold cuts before at a Publix, Mr. Horde?
This is a big undercover operation, actually.
Yeah, it's just a complete strategy to not have to do jury duty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
man. I've only had to do jury duty once. Sucks.
I had to do it. Remember, I had to do it a couple of years ago. Like, why am I getting so?
I don't know. I've only done it once. And I got vetoed. I got sent home. It was a murder trial.
Why? Did they tell you why? Did they look at you?
Yeah, because they don't need silly sauce in some serious.
I told the story before. I grilled the murderer.
Did you?
Yeah, I gave him the eyes.
Jesus.
And so the lawyer was like, "Oh, that guy."
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't I'm torn here because I don't really want to do it.
Right.
But I feel obligated. And I feel it's necessary for the average folk to be in a courtroom to see, the process and you having and understanding, the decisions that have to be made in these courtrooms. So it's like I don't want to do it, but I still feel that I have to take it serious. Even
Very noble of you.
I don't want to do it.
Very noble of you.
Come on, man. Like, really?
It
I'm a
sounds, you
black
know what?
man. I'm a black man that's gonna have a say so in what happens
What kind of
in the
case you want?
courtroom. Huh?
What kind of case you want?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Last time I got it was a quick case because a guy sued a lawyer for screwing up his back, and he had to have a 10 unit put in his back, like permanently. And he changes the battery every 5 years or whatever. And the other guy didn't show up. So the doctor didn't even show up. They already had a judgment, and that trial was determine how much. All of the money. All of the money.
Texter writes in, Donovan Mitchell is big chested like Wade. He's not a meatball like Lowry.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So we comparing basketball players like big chest. So one is Antonio Brown and the other one is Chris Farley.
Kyle Lowry actually, I don't feel like is that fat. I feel like he's just
It looks that way compared to Tyler Hero, who's very skinny.
He's just got a huge ass.
Oh my God! Enough with Kyle Lowry's butt. What are we doing?
He does though. Like that's what he has.
Why
I feel like people are going way too hard in the paint on Kyle Lowry because he's got a big tush. Who cares?
I tell you what, I know for damn sure he don't weigh no 190 pounds.
Well, I would agree with that. Here is Erik.
If he cut off a leg, maybe.
Erik Spoelstra was asked about the conditioning they expect Kyle Lowry to do coming into camp next year. Here is Coach Spo.
Take into the context everything, the missed games, injuries. It's not all apples to apples, and then trying to ramp up, as quickly as you possibly can in the middle of a series. These are not excuses. They're just, it's just the reality. I thought Kyle was in an incredible groove, about 6 weeks before the playoffs. I think for his example, if we could have started the playoffs then, it would have been a perfect time, for him. And then, next year, all our vets, the challenge will be how they can each come back, better. Maybe add a couple different things, to the game. I think Kyle will come back next training camp in the best shape of his career. That certainly is important, as you get further along in your career and into your 30s, conditioning and keeping your body, right. That's your ultimate opponent is Father Time. And Kyle understands that, as well as anybody. He trains hard. He really works at it, behind the scenes, and he does that during the season as well.
If I may.
Sure.
Okay, Spo, I love Spo. But Kyle Lowry is not just into his 30s. He is now closer to 40.
He's almost out of his 30s.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He made it sound like he's 32.
He's 36. He'll be 37 before the playoffs next year.
Right. So, I do believe, look, I'm a firm believer in you don't play that long in this league and not know what needs to be done to get ready for the next season. And I'm one of those people that basketball is a sport that if you miss 2 or 3 weeks, it takes a while to get back into it. And he never could get into a rhythm to where he could, work on getting fit and work on getting his stuff back together because it was always something else. So, yeah, I get what Spo's saying. I think he made a valid point. Father Time, undefeated.
Never lost.
So it ain't gonna like with D Wade, it doesn't sneak up on you, right? You see it coming, and I just hope that this year was an anomaly and that we aren't witnessing the beginning of the end.
Guy just texts in, Life hack. Oh boy. Never have to show up for jury duty. Been called 4 times in the last 22 years. Nothing happens.
I wouldn't trust that guy.
I don't know if I trust the guy either.
Hey, until they say, who that is? Police.
Yeah.
What does I genuinely don't know. Like, what does happen if you don't show up? Can they arrest you?
There's a warrant out for that guy's arrest for sure.
Yeah. Now that he done put himself out there. I love when people say they get away with stuff only to not get away with it, and that called attention to them.
You'll be like, who texted that in? We have we need that. We need that name. Don't
Now
worry.
I will say this.
Oh, I'm reading what happens.
What happens?
Yeah, you could get charged.
So this goes state by state, but
Why don't you check Florida?
But this is our state. If you let me finish the sentence.
All right.
You could be fined anywhere between $100 to $1,500, and you're considered a delinquent juror.
Whoa!
Wow! That's it.
That is some shame.
I've been a delinquent a lot of things.
But then, like,
want to be no delinquent juror.
Okay, but then if you're a delinquent juror, they're never going to call you again, right? Because like, who would want a delinquent juror?
It works
on a jury?
the other way. They gonna call the delinquent guy so we can get that up to 1,500. So right now he think he getting away with it, and they adding up. Interest is accruing. So in about 5 years he gonna owe Broward County $20,000.
Can you just
You
bring
know the interest that people charge you when you late is never close to the interest you could actually earn if you on time.